Man, who is your partner, man? Who he on talk? It's your partner, man. Who he on talk? What's good with the people, man? How is y'all doing on this terrible times Tuesday? You say terrible times Tuesday? What you talking about, bro? We gonna get into it. You know what I'm talking about? But before we do that, what's good, people like he, ha, ha, Ken in the pen. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it. To get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? I say, did I say kid in the pen? If I didn't, go get that stick up in storage now, go get you some more 76 Merc out the Giants. Look at what I'm talking about. 87 Hillside Barbershop. They say somebody putting them in their storage in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. Now you know. You know what I'm talking about? Now you know. You know what I'm talking about? You can come get them things from me, but if all else fails, make sure you go get you one of them things from Amazon. Make sure you copy you a hardback. You know what I'm talking about, man? But yeah, man, also, they say, what's that, bro? Worldwide INC, Worldwide Incorporated. They say, what's that, bro? Worldwide. Hey, I'm talking about worldwide. They say what that mean. It means everybody, bro. Everybody included. And Dugu, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rue. Lil Rue, you know what I'm talking about? Tata the player. That's who comes next. Same thing, bro. Everybody on the bottom of that thing. Everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it. Now let's get through these disclaimers. Now, a good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug users, no drug sellers, no alcohol consumption. Don't take a sip of the sippage. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. You don't take a sip of the sippage. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I don't promote nothing. I don't promote no crime. I don't promote no violence. I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. I don't promote no negativity. He don't talking about no, man. Me, man, I don't promote shh. I said, what, bro? I don't promote shh. All I promote is y'all go ahead, do what you're gonna do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing. Do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much of it we got, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, man, I ain't prejudiced. No, a good brother like myself, man, I ain't got nothing against the sexually different, man. No, good brother like myself, man, I ain't got nothing against the little people. You know what I'm talking about? No, me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me, man. I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bringing that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. That love. Back to the YouTube community, man. You with me? Hey, check it out, man. Psst, 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 psst. Come fuck with a nigga one time. Say, well, bro, come fuck with a nigga one time. Man, come fuck with a nigga. You know what I'm talking about? They say, bro, what's good with the people, man. I see you, man. They say, terrible times Tuesday. We just talking about, this was going to be another video, man, but, this presidential shit just made me change my day, bro. This was finna be another day. I'll say that day for Thursday, though. You know what I'm talking about? So I was just sitting up here watching this presidential shit. Now, I don't give a fuck about this shit one way or the other. But it just killed me. All the smoke, the smoke and mirrors these people just did, bro, to try to get you to vote for the people they want you to vote for. Now, of course, they got all these bitches up here, right? I was just listening to these bitches. Of course, they don't like Trump. But I was just listening to these bitches, bro. I don't like neither one of them motherfuckers, bro. That shit just don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about that shit. You know, man, I don't give a fuck about that shit one way or the other, bro. I'm going through so much shit right now. Nigga, vote, nigga. I'm gonna need y'all to vote for me. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. But I was just listening to these bitches, bruh. And these bitches, bruh, they wasn't talking no politics. They wasn't talking about no the betterment for America and nothing, bruh. They just sat up here for this whole time basically talking about this nigga don't know how to treat bitches. And I'm sitting up here just listening to this spiel. And they trying to rally the bitches of America, you know what I'm talking about? And they whole spiel was this nigga don't know how to treat bitches. And see, this is how they fool your friend, you man, flim flam you folks. First of all, you can perceive or you can think whatever you want to. First of all, them hoes don't none of them hoes that was talking about that nigga ever fucked with that nigga. So don't none of them hoes right there even got the right to say a nigga know how to treat a bitch. Ain't none of one of them hoes up there talking about that nigga and never fucked with that nigga. You know what I'm talking about, bro? And they got to talking about his daughter and his wife and shit. They just projected some shit on them. But you don't see them with them because they're just embarrassed, and the women of America is embarrassed that I just gonna project that shit on that man and their family, bro. Like y'all would just say anything in today's time, bro. Y'all are like without a doubt, just put somebody's family in your mouth, folks. When I was coming up, they used to get your ass beat. When I was coming up, that'd get your ass whooped. Sitting there, you know what I'm talking about, going on and on, talking about motherfucking family members and shit, bro. That'd get your ass whooped. You know what I'm talking about? And this motherfucker don't want nothing. That's why I don't even like, man, I gave this motherfucker a donut and this motherfucker mad because it ain't no more donut. It ain't no more donut, bruh. You walk to the store and go get one of the motherfuckers there. Go sit down, man. Go sit down. That motherfucker gonna try to jump up here. You feel me? Sit down. But it was just funny to me. We living in some terrible times, bruh. And we really living in some shit like that. I was just tripping how the motherfucking world and got like a presidential race. You know what I'm talking about? How the schmuck campaign come out. Don't nobody really say what the fuck they gonna do to make this motherfucker better. They just talk about the next guy and what they did. You know what I'm talking about? That's the way of the world now. Hey, you gonna get your silly ass electrocuted. You remember what happened last time? Keep on. Motherfucker was around there fucking with that towel and that sock, shaking that shit when that motherfucking extension cord was on there and that motherfucker bit into that motherfucker and said, he talk about that motherfucker sat down for the rest of the night. You ain't had to tell that motherfucker to do nothing. That motherfucker sat down for the rest of the night. You know what I'm talking about? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Motherfucking sat right here and threw my whole thing off. But terrible times Tuesday, folks. And this ain't even about no presidential shit. This is just about the way of the world and how people just come down talk you, how people just come as if they'll just come give you a whole analysis as if that shit is facts. They'll just come give you a whole analysis on how they feel or what they think, and then they'll come relay that shit to you as like this is what's really going on, Brandon. Just your thoughts. That shit crazy as a motherfucker. I'm talking about this 4-5 bitches up here talking about this nigga, bruh. And they ain't said nothing about the nigga politics and nothing, bruh. They whole motherfucking argument was this nigga don't know how to treat women. And like if he president, like it's gonna be laws against, they didn't say this, but this is the way they acting, like it's gonna be laws against women. If, man, they'll just throw some cold shit out there, bruh, to play with your mind. That's why you gotta be kind of sharp, bruh. And when people saying shit, you gotta listen to what people saying and not just what people saying. You gotta listen to what the fuck people saying. If I didn't know any better, you could call that slander, bruh. That's all that should be, is slander. A motherfucker talking you down. And just terrible times. That's what we in, folks. We just in some terrible times. And we in terrible times just because of the way you think. We in terrible times because of the shit you can get away with now. Yeah, we in terrible times because a nigga could run around here, man. I finally heard a nigga say it, bruh. He was talking about these bitches, and this nigga said, if you can't beat them, join them. Like, we in some terrible times, bruh. We is, bruh. We in some terrible times. And I don't know. You gonna have to find out how to work through these motherfuckers, bruh. I'm trying to find out. You know what I'm talking about? The people ain't shit no more. We got some of the most just, I don't know, suckerfish ass people. You know what I'm talking about? No class, no integrity, no dignity, no nothing, bruh. Just a mouth. That's all people come with now is a mouth. You know what I'm talking about? And they don't even use that motherfucker to talk nothing up on themselves. They use that motherfucker to talk you down. You could use your mouth to talk you up on something. You ain't gonna even talk yourself up on something. You just gonna talk somebody else down. That's what you're gonna do with your mouth. You know what I'm talking about? With your useless ass lips. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on. And you know what I'm talking about? They say, bro, where all this shit be coming from? I'm just gonna tell you, I'm going through it myself. They say going through one, none of your motherfucking business. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm just going through, you know, bro. Sometimes come up here, man, and try to give you a lesson out of the lessons he done learned. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm going through it as we speak, bruh, and it's just terrible times. And what I need you to understand is, bruh, like I read something this morning on the Russell post, man. I don't know if y'all follow the Russell. Y'all might have read the same shit I wrote. I read, you know what I'm talking about. But it said some shit like expecting someone else to make you happy or some shit, or depending on happiness from someone else is just like wanting to watch the sunset but don't want to open your eyes. You know what I'm talking about? I might have just butchered that. I don't know if it was said just like that, but it was something to the extent of that, bruh. Because you gotta realize, bruh, even though these is just terrible times, bruh, you just gotta realize that they just terrible times, bruh. That shit not gonna change for you. So, like, say you going through something, we still in terrible times, bruh. So don't nobody give a fuck about what you're going through. You can't expect nobody to give a fuck about what you're going through. Now you do have an audience for that shit out here, cause on this motherfucking election day right here, man, the United States public got a knack for feeling sorry for a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? So you can go create some sympathy. You know what I'm talking about? Like play the battered bitch part or whatever. But bro, it's terrible times. Don't nobody give a fuck. And we have to. I mean, you don't have to stop, bro. But us as people, we have to stop looking at other people when we going through shit, bro. You got to get through that shit by yourself, bro. It ain't really on nobody else to help you. Now, if you have somebody there to walk with you through that shit, bro, that's fine, folks. That's cool. You know what I'm talking about? But if you don't, you can't put a guilt trip on somebody else because you're going through something and they not paying attention to the shit you're going through. We have to stop doing that. We do. Because especially us as niggas, bro, we done just became experts at this guilt trip shit. Us as niggas have became, like, the niggas, y'all be out bitching the bitch. Just like y'all be out policing the police. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Y'all done made dry snitching wet. Terrible times, folks. And that's the one I want to hit home. You have to stop going through shit looking around for other people. Like if you going through something, you just going through it, folks. You know what I'm talking about? As fucked up as that sounds. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna have to learn to be strong for yourself, bruh. Now you might have some helping shit and people to help you through that shit to where you can become strong again. You know what I'm talking about? That's cool, but you might not, and you can't expect that. So whatever the fuck you going through, bruh, expect to get through that shit by yourself, folks. You know what I'm talking about? But it's up to you to get through that shit by yourself for you to understand it, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Even if you don't understand it. But I think us as people, we put too much weight on other people. I think we do. I think we don't even be wanting to deal with that shit ourselves. So we just like we try to give our shit to other people to deal with. You know what I'm talking about? And you ain't gonna get nowhere like that, folks. I mean, you gonna get somewhere, but it ain't. You gonna get to an unstable ass, unbalanced ass place, bruh. There's always gonna be somebody else. You always because just like I said, niggas is getting more like bitches now. But it's just people, bruh. We come around people now with a motherfucking score sheet, folks, and we just sit around you and watch shit that we take mental notes of all fucking day, bruh, just to throw this shit back up in your face again. It's like we download this shit for argument's sake. You know what I'm talking about? We been sat there, we watching everything, and I remember bitches only used to do this, folks. But now it's just everybody in the world, man, niggas included, bruh. You just sit around, motherfucker, and you watch every motherfucking thing, bruh. No matter what it is, bro. You watching if a nigga go to the bathroom and you think he washed his hands or not. Nigga washed his hands, but you didn't hear him turn the sink on. So you think he didn't wash it, so you done downloaded that. You know what I'm talking about? You done went to somebody's house, you done I don't know, they house dirty. You done went to somebody's house, you done seen the roads. You done went to, like, we just download, you done got in somebody's car, they ain't had no gas. We just ready to, we sit around people trying to collect all this shit that we see, bruh. Only to throw it in your face, to embarrass you with later. Some straight out of comic book, bruh. I don't understand us. It's like you niggas done forgot how to fight. That's what it's like. It's like you niggas done forgot how to fight. So we just sitting around teasing one another. Because don't nobody want to fight. I want to fight with my mouth. But just to talk about the motherfucker, just to, I'm telling you, I woke up, I don't even be watching. This shit was just on there, bruh. And I'm just sitting here listening to these bitches, and I'm trying to see where they going with the shit. And they said all that shit, bruh. And if you, like, if these some of your favorite people, bruh, and this is what I'm saying, you gonna adopt that ideology, bruh. If these some of your favorite people. And that's another word, terrible times, bruh. We be going wrong as people because us as people, we love everybody but our motherfucking self. So we find the next motherfucker to fall in love with. We find one of these, you go make one of these motherfuckers, we go find the next, Kevin Samuels, R.I.P., Love Dorsey. We go find the next one of these motherfuckers and we make that our Bible. So we listen to everything these people say, and now that's the way we feel. We going off of what this motherfucker said. And I'm not even saying that you might have not heard no good game with that shit. You get what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, you still have to come up with you have to have your own ideology. Do you get what I'm saying? You have to have your own ideology, bro. You can listen to that shit all you want to, like it'll sound good, and bro, you have to work on yourself for any of that shit to even work. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? But us as people, this is what the fuck we do. So now, I ain't even talking about them people. Just one of your favorite people or something, they in a bad mood or something, they come up here and tell you something. Now, you spending your whole day working off these other people that you done came up here and listened to bad move. You go as your favorite person go. You get what I'm saying? You see life now just like your favorite person. So you running around here using somebody else's ideology on your situation. Y'all hold on. You know what I'm talking about? Just like I was saying, man, you fuck around and have your favorite person, and your favorite person get up there just like them bitches did, bruh, spew that bullshit, and you ain't even, and you been and came out your house saying the same shit you heard them bitches right there say. You know what I'm talking about? And as people, that's all we do, bruh. We just sit around and regurgitate shit that we done heard off some shit that we done seen. We don't even sit around. You don't even come in contact. You don't even use your own common sense no more, bruh. You don't even go outside to develop your own common sense no more, bruh. You just sit around on the computer or phone or watch TV and you just listening to what everybody else saying. And you coming outside regurgitating that same bullshit. Coffee Chronicles. You ain't looked nothing up yourself, bruh. You ain't read nothing yourself. It's like I said, man, y'all think looking something up is going to find a video listening to somebody else tell you some shit, bruh. You can go read, bruh. You can go do that shit yourself. That ain't the same as reading, bruh. I mean, that's cool, nigga, if you need to fix some brakes or you working on something, you can look something up real quick and they can show you how to do it, bruh. But just to do all your research, come on, folks. Come on, folks. You can listen to anybody, you know what I'm talking about? Because you going to tend to listen to whoever you agree with. You know what I'm talking about? Because we don't really be wanting to hear what it really is. We just be wanting to hear what we agree with. So just we going to use this presidential debate. So if you a motherfucker who like Trump, right? And another motherfucker came and asked you something, you don't even want to hear what they want to tell you, even if it's facts about this other motherfucker they running against. Because you don't like Trump. And when we don't like people, they just lose all credit. So we might not like somebody, and they over there doing some solid shit. We still gonna talk that solid shit down because we don't like them. Terrible times Tuesday, bruh. Now it could be you could like the fake motherfucker, and they could be over there doing all the fake shit, and you gonna keep on making excuses. And that's why the times is terrible right now, cause it ain't based on like what's really right or what's really wrong or nothing. It's based on who you like and who you don't like. Cause who you like and who you don't like could do the exact same thing. And the person you don't like, you gonna talk down on them. The person you like, you gonna speak up for them. That's it. That's all. Terrible times Tuesday, folks. So you can rationalize anything now. You could take the heinouses, the worst shit, bruh, and you could make a motherfucker look at it like it wasn't even that bad. You could put them, by the time you get through talking about that shit, you could put them in the mind like, man, you gotta look at it this way. You know what I'm talking about? Now let it be the person that you don't like though. When you get through chopping that nigga up, he gonna deserve the death penalty. We be crazy as a motherfucker with that shit, bruh. We do. Terrible times Tuesday, man. But it ain't nothing you ever gonna be able to do about it. You know what I'm talking about? Like I always say, bro, you just make sure you don't let this bullshit ass world put that invisible pressure on you till you like, well, you can't beat them, join them. You know what I'm talking about? Don't never let this world make you feel like you don't that you gotta stop being you. You know what I'm talking about? Because being you is what's gonna get you through this bullshit ass world. I ain't bullshitting with you. Yeah, being you is what's gonna get you through this bullshit ass world, folks. Terrible times Tuesday. But like I said, we just living in a day where you could justify no matter what it is you do. Just like I said, bro, you could come up here and talk about people, dead people. You could just walk around disrespecting motherfuckers all day. Walk around playing Coffee Chronicles. Nigga sounding just like a bitch. You niggas want to be around. Remember when you used to just want to be around your partner to bounce game up off of them now? Now niggas just want to be around motherfuckers so they could collect something and hold it in, right? And keep that shit on the notepad. So if they ever get into you again, they remember when it was this. You know what I'm talking about? Your socks had a hole in them. And niggas end up just like baby mamas. Want to run around, tell you something about the next motherfucker. I bet y'all didn't know this, smacking your lips and shit. You know what I'm talking about? And I understand that a lot of you niggas was raised by women, so you have a lot of women tendencies. And that's how the world really got fucked up. It wasn't that y'all was raised by the women. It was just that y'all, it wasn't that you was raised by the women. It was just that you took after them. Coffee Chronicle. Yeah, you downloaded they ways. So you always got some kind of inside spite. You always got some kind of, it's always something you don't like. Because you come around just like with the bitch intuition. You know what I'm talking about? You come around counting how much you see spite in everything somebody do. You feel something about something. You can't even have no regular conversation because this motherfucker just said what he said and you felt some kind of way about it. You felt like, you know what I'm talking about? Always feeling something like your mama, your aunties and them. You look at a lot of you niggas got them bitch tendencies, bruh. And y'all, and that's the way they didn't change the climate on you niggas. That's the way they didn't change the climate on terrible times. I ain't bullshitting with you. Just listen to a nigga talk and listen to his gripe now. Just listen to a nigga when, cause these niggas they run around mad just like these hoes now. You know how bitch used to just have an attitude for nothing? You know what I'm talking about? That's how these niggas is now. Everybody everybody run around here mad like the bitch, man. You niggas so straight out of comic book, but ain't no more joy and nigga, everybody just a bitter bitch. That shit crazy as a motherfucker, fuck. On some real shit, terrible time. But it's I don't know, bruh. I just remember love. You know what I'm talking about? I remember you was happy to see your folks, nigga. You wanted to come around your folks, nigga, and bounce some game up off of them. You know what I'm talking about? We players out here might be having a sip, smoking something. You know what I'm talking about? But we sitting around chopping it like players, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? It's like that ain't it no more, bruh. Niggas ain't chopping it like players now. Niggas chopping it about players. And that ain't player. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that ain't player. It's just some terrible times, you know what I'm talking about? And until you motherfuckers just sit there and get solid with theyself and stop basking and all this fuck shit, bro, it ain't gonna do nothing but get worse. Cause I told y'all having fun doing this shit. Y'all ain't even realize, y'all ain't peeping these next few batches of motherfuckers that's finna come up. Ain't finna have no sense, no direction, no nothing. Y'all think y'all playing, wait till they get to playing. That's when you gonna realize you don't wanna play no more. It's already happening right in front of your eyes, bro. Kids ain't got no more respect. You know what I'm talking about? We living in the days where the kids use you to fund them fucking with their friends. They don't give a fuck about the kids don't give a fuck about the parents no more. They just want y'all to fund them to go have fun with their friends. Coffee Chronicles. They act like they friends is their family and shit. They act like they friends had them. Like they friends went to the hospital and shit. And had them. Like they was birthed by one of their friends. Like they was birthed by the gang. You know what I'm talking about? Gang. How y'all be doing that shit? Y'all some straight out of comic book. As soon as y'all find out all them nutting ass motherfuckers you been hanging around all this time, as soon as you get in trouble, you find out about them, don't you? Who the first person you call? Mama, daddy, and them, don't you? Oh, that's the first person you know how to call them to get your ass out of trouble, because you can't call that gang, honey. Gang got you in trouble, huh? They told on you, didn't they? Gang. You niggas so straight out of comic book blood, the whole world. But it just ain't no more boundaries, bruh. It ain't no more barriers. It ain't, bruh. The old people act like kids. The kids act like grown people. This shit just all over the place. Terrible times, folks. But you ain't gonna get it. Because you still having fun with it. Yeah, you still having fun with it. But have fun with it, man. You ain't gotta listen to me. I ain't bullshitting with you. Who am I? You know what I'm talking about? But terrible times Tuesday, bruh. And just remember, we just in terrible times, bruh. So don't you can't look to other people, folks. No matter how fucked up shit is, you can't really look up to other people, bruh. You just gotta look in the mirror. You do. Because you gotta, like, the world just goes on, bruh. And once you realize people is just people, bruh, you'll just let people be people. You know what I'm talking about? You'll let people stop putting the guilt trip. You'll just realize people is people, bruh. And them people gonna be like that for as long as they here. You know what I'm talking about? It'll be something like this, bruh. Say, I don't know, I'm just gonna give you a hypothetical situation. Say, you got a partner. Now your partner got another partner you done shot. You know what I'm talking about? You don't fuck with this nigga at all. You and this other nigga been funkin'. You know what I'm talking about? Now your ace boom coon, you done like, bro, I don't really fuck with them. And the nigga who don't know nothing about this shootout your partner's supposed to be, he trying to tell you how everything could be cool or something. Now you was just like, you know what I'm talking about, man? I'm just gonna back myself up from this situation. And the nigga who friends with the nigga that tried to kill you talking about you acting funny. You know what I'm talking about, bro? That nigga be so straight out of comic book. Coffee Chronicles. But you don't let nobody put that guilt trip on you, bruh. You don't put your own safety, or you just don't override your own common sense, bruh. Now you trying to go over here and hang out with this nigga on this nigga word. You know what I'm talking about? Knowing motherfucking well is way further than that. It's way further than words. And you trying to be you know what? I might as well let bygones be bygones. Go on over there and get your ass toe up, nigga. Cause the other motherfucker wouldn't on let bygones be bygones. The other motherfucker just used everybody. You know what I'm talking about? You don't never know what nobody will do. A motherfucker could tell you I'm not gonna do nothing, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I just want to talk to them people. just to, man, a motherfucker line you up, bruh. Just like that. No, I just want to talk. Get over there, man. Nigga been to woke your ass up. And you got other motherfuckers so goofy that they just believe that, okay, you know what I'm talking about? You just can't put yourself in them situations, bruh. You can't. Terrible times. Coffee Chronicles. And I said that because we living in times where somebody else always trying to tell you what to think. You know what I'm talking about? Especially if you think with logic. I ain't talking about paranoia. I'm talking about logic. If you think with logic, bro, somebody always trying to tell you what not to see. Somebody always trying to talk you out of what the fuck you done saw. You get what I'm saying? You can believe that shit if you want to. I done seen that shit too many times in my life. And bruh's finna get on up out of here. You feel me? But on some real shit, man. Terrible times Tuesday. You gotta make your world, bruh, good for you. And a lot of times, how you make your world good for you, bruh, is based on the shit you came up with to do in your own world, bruh. It really don't be based on what everybody think you should do and all that shit, bruh. Because I'm telling you, as people, bruh, we get caught up in that shit way too much. You sit around and listen to everybody else tell you what they want you to do, what you should do. You shouldn't. Everybody else always got an opinion on what you doing and ain't doing nothing, bruh. Don't get caught up in other people on the outside looking in telling you what you should do. You'll have a motherfucker that don't even work, bro, tell you ain't even got no reason to be tired, man. A motherfucker who don't work, nigga, you could have went to work for 3 hours. And the motherfucker that don't work say, man, that was only 3 hours. He ain't know you was over there, nigga, moving pianos and motherfucking redwood oak. He don't know how heavy that shit is for the last 3 hours. But a motherfucker who ain't never did it, they'll look at that shit and can't even comprehend it. They'll just look at it as 3 hours. Stop living your life off of other people's ideologies and logics and shit, bruh. Base your motherfucking ideologies and logic off the shit that you into, bruh. The people you around, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? Because they got a good way for putting thoughts in your head, folks. That's how a lot of y'all just fuck y'all situations up. Cause y'all sitting around here listening to these other people and they fuck ups and all the shit they done been through and all of y'all listen to all these people's fears and shit. And y'all let these people put their fear into you. You got motherfuckers running around here. Now this is just optional, bro. You got motherfuckers running around here tell you don't trust nobody. You know what I'm talking about? No, that's optional, bro. You can trust who you gonna trust. You know what I'm talking about? That's optional. But they got motherfuckers running around here telling you don't trust nobody. Man, they gonna have you living your whole motherfucking life paranoid, bruh. It's better just to go do some shit and get fucked off doing it than just be scared of doing it. Not knowing what'll happen. Cause I'm gonna ask y'all once again, and like I said, I'm finna get on up out of here. Especially this shit when they be talking about the niggas and the bitches. You don't trust no bitch, you don't trust no nigga. Where the mamas and the daddies gonna be at? Cause you still gotta have mamas and daddies. For y'all to read that Bible, y'all sure do listen to man a lot. You know what I'm talking about? But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. And with that one right there, if you don't remember nothing else, always remember, it don't cost nothing just to show a little bit of that love.